deathmatch. Subdue all threats. Plan ahead, plan to win. We're in the lead first. We're falling behind. The lead's ours. Hold on to it. Fight back! We took the advantage! Allied aircraft on the way! Throwing grenade!
I got to see the moon. I don't know if I was the only nigga that really noticed that the moon always comes up following the sun, setting in the west. Dude, for the last 3, I've been following it for months. Maybe even longer than that. But the last 2 weeks in a row, the moon been coming up in the west. And I couldn't understand it. I even got some photographs of it. And last week, the whole week, it was moving. Every night, it was getting more to the south. More to the south. More to the south. So that now coming up. And dude, 2 days ago when I went out, it was dark. It was probably about 10. Dude, it was in the bed. Mama was bitching about me going out so late. And I was like, oh, fuck it. I went out and I told her what I was going to look for. But they were saying something about a mega moon. And I couldn't find the moon nowhere.
What's your head?
But it was so low to the east. When I went by the road where I parked my truck in, I couldn't see it because it was still low. And the raised roof was too high. So once I went to the back, as soon as I turned the corner, nigga, it lit up like daylight. And when I took a picture of it, then it was like, yeah, you took this one today. I say, bullshit. I just took that. I say, look out the window. I say, look at the second picture. These pictures were taken one after another, maybe a couple minutes in between the pictures. Nigga, one looked like daylight. Swear to God, it looked like daylight. And it was the moon. That bitch was yellow like the sun. The next picture I took it at a distance, nigga, it was like jet black. How one picture a few minutes apart is so brightly lit that my flash wasn't needed to take it. Now, believe me or not, this is the second picture, but this is the first picture of the fucking moon, dog. That's the moon. As soon as I rolled around Ray House, that was the moon at night.
Really?
Ben, a minute next, I said, let me take another picture without zooming in. This was zoomed in. This is the second picture. Tell me how the fuck is that possible? You ain't gonna come back. He gonna keep coming back. We're gonna try a different route if you nick your fire one.
Recon plane circling the battle.
Right by it. Oh, you can see them on the map. They got one coming in front of you right now. Behind you. One coming up behind y'all. Oh, he disappeared. They done flipped the spawn spot or something. They all to your turn around.
It's a bleeding
All to your left. To your right. I mean, to your right. Two coming. Yep, they went. They died. They all to you. They all to the right of you.
Got a recon plane ready to jam.
So,
damn, man.
this is second picture,
How
dog.
the fuck you go 213?
Right after that? Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm talking about being in like a minute or two apart.
That's crazy.
Because it took me a second to realize what I was looking at when I took this picture, and I zoomed, all I did was zoom in, and it looked at that bright. And then I zoomed out, and that's what it looked like.
That's
You see
crazy.
me in the same fucking spot.
That's crazy right there.
I couldn't understand it for shit in the world. And then when I got up the next day, it was all over the news. Who all got to witness the mega? It's the same moon. We're calling it a mega moon because it was huge as fuck. But I've seen it bigger than that before. I seen it so big one time, dog. It was like it was at the end of our street. It was like that bitch was at the end of our street.
I see,
coming up at the
one
end of
time
the
me and
street.
baby was going up IT Bridge, and bro, it looked like you can reach out and touch
that bitch.
Bro, that bitch was so massive, bro.
That might have been the night I was talking about. And the shit just fucked my head up. Mama came outside, even Daddy got out the bed and came outside. Look, nigga, it had it lit up in our neighborhood like daylight almost.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
And as fast as it
black
comes,
at night.
it go.
It disappeared.
Yep.
But the most fucked up thing is, then after the moon got hit them times and nobody said nothing, the moon started rising in the fucking west. How's that possible? If the sun's setting that way, that means either the moon started rotating differently or the planet did. And it lasted for two
It don't make
fucking
sense.
weeks. I got photos to prove it. The only thing that motherfuckers could say I'm lying is because it don't say which direction in the picture I'm facing.
Right.
But why the fuck would I need to lie about that? I
mean,
looking for it. It just, that shit I've been interested in.
That's
since
just
a
like
child.
these motherfuckers that's paying all that money to go up in space, and they all saying the planet round. All they paying them to say that shit. Man, shut up. Planet is fucking round. Shit ain't flat. Fuck out of here.
Like
everything
they say,
God-
if it
everything God created
they said
is
if it was
geometrical.
round, we should fall off it at
Yeah,
some point. in
that
time.
makes sense.
That's the last thing they said.
Pour water on
And I
off.
said, yeah, it do make sense. But gravity makes sense too. That's why we ain't falling off. It's gravity.
Man, that shit is
Just
ridiculous.
because you're at the bottom of the planet
Team deathmatch.
don't mean you should just fall into the sky in the space. That was the case. Motherfuckers would have done that a long time ago. And then somebody made a very compelling argument about how all these motherfucking movies lately
How the fuck did he see me?
and shot your ass twice. Dude, I swear to God, that dude popped out of thin air. He didn't come out that cave. or nothing. He might have spawned it right there and seen me on the map and get a shot. That's the only fucking thing possible. Way right there.
I saw him.
Pop shot. This nigga comes
Bitch ass out of here.
Yeah, but we just have to pay mama the money for the truck and knock all the credit cards down. A good one. Keep that 500 I said I'm gonna do what you told me to do.
That's your best. No wonder you
And shit, if all I'm left with is 2 or 3 grand, it is what it is. And I'm gonna put 5 in that shit like you said. Once I know all my shit is taken care of, and if I'm left with like 2,500 or 3 grand left, then I'm gonna talk to you about, maybe adding another 5 or something like that. If not, almost all of it. If you say I can take it out or take out of it, right?
Your best bet is not to put no more in there than you need to, because you
want it to stay.
Right.
Okay. So definitely, I'm gonna do 5 for sure. But if I can manage, I'm just gonna have to do the money the best way I can. And the best way I know how to do it, the only one that's gonna get paid out full is mama. Because the money she's gonna give me is the money she's gonna pay the taxes with for the house. So I'm hoping this motherfucker pop up and say, all we owe left is $1,000. You need to jump on the shot a rocket at your ass.
They shot a fucking shotgun.
fly in the sky.
And if that's the case, cool. That means 1,700. I'm just praying to God this motherfucker don't holler 2 grand or 2,100. But he said 1,800. And at the most, 21. That motherfucker say any other number, we're gonna have a problem. And I'm gonna tell him what the problem is. Motherfucker, you said 7 to 10 days. No problem.
Come on.
And the reason you said 7 to 10 days was because you don't know how the weather gonna go. Other than that, you said 4 days. Done. Bitch, you done had my shit since the 25th
Can we stop
of
with
July.
the RPG?
It is now August. What? And to really piss me off, bitch, you was supposed to have it since July 20th. And didn't call and tell us shit. Now, if I wouldn't have called that morning, before we brought the truck up there, we'd have wasted our fucking time. But really, I know what he would have done. He'd have kept it, and it would just sit there for a whole fucking week. And I don't know where he stayed, but he did tell me that, and I told him, I say, bruh, I say, you see that deck in there? I took the face and the remote off of it. So if they steal it, letting him know in case he might have something to do with it. If they steal it, it's a waste of their fucking time because it won't work without that face. And if you try to order one, this is what Pioneer is going to do. They're going to ask you for the serial numbers. And then I thought about it. My fucking paperwork is in the truck for it. So they could have the serial numbers. Okay? Number 2, after you give them the serial numbers, they're going to run a check on it. I couldn't believe it. That's how high-tech that shit was.
The fuck?
Find out if the shit is stolen or not. And if it's stolen or not, guess what? They ain't gonna tell you shit. You know who's gonna show up? The police. Because anything over $500, you know what that is, right? Grand theft. Up to 2 years in jail. So that costs $600 and something. So you can steal it if you want, and you can try to get the face if you want, but you don't get fucked. So, and I said, them speakers in the back, I want you to know right now, each one of them motherfuckers is about $500 a piece. The speakers. You throw the 2 boxes in, just with the 2 speakers, the boxes, the deck. You're looking at more than what you want for your paint job.
Shit.
And I say, see the amps under the seat? This little red, not that big a deal. You're looking at about $200. Amazon. I say, but that black motherfucker, you look at that. And I say, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Because I got all the receipts for it on this fucking phone and the fucking receipt seats.
Throwing grenade!
That motherfucker is $700, but I didn't pay that, so I ain't gonna even lie to you. I got 2 of them. So if this one's stolen, I'm gonna still be able to jam my shit as long as my speakers and my deck's still in there. Because I got another one. I say, but you still gonna add
Fucking trigger, dude.
money for the one stolen. And that's gonna be about $400 on Amazon, because they got the price off of that. Because they came out with a new series. Now I want to call Miss Caroline in California, and I want to sell my Scar 15 for her new speaker they just made. The new Massive Elite 15 handle 8,000 watts of 15. You know what that would mean?
A lot.
I would be able to put each one of my amps on each 15 easily and crank them pretty much.
Right.
And it's your choice of 4-on, 2-on, or 1-on speakers. I will go with the 2-on because they all handle the same watts. Actually, I said that wrong. Not 8,000, 6,000 watts.
Six a channel.
No, each speaker handles 6,000 watts. That's max. So that means basically they can handle 6,000 watts for a few seconds.
Right.
Before you fuck them up. The ones I got right now, I ain't supposed to have. You know, Scar actually called me. I kept seeing this weird ass number from Florida and I wouldn't answer. I'm like, man, fuck you, man. Let me blow my fucking phone up. One day I was asleep and I went to sleep like 8 o'clock that morning. And it was about 2 o'clock, nigga. I'm thinking it's about 9, 10 in the morning. I roll over and I fuck around and hit the button and it answered the phone. And I said, hello? I said, man, don't y'all be calling me this early with this Humana shit. They say, sorry, sir, this is not Humana. I was like, what y'all want? Who is this? How the fuck you get my number? She say, this is Scar. I said, Scar? Scar what?
Right.
Like, who the fuck is? She said, the company Scar. You ordered 2 Scar 15s from us through Amazon, and one was damaged. I say, yeah, that's me. And she said,